But Zere, it is Pyramids 1, Mamelodi Sundowns 0. It's 2-1 on aggregate. This is the CAF Champions League final. It's the second leg. We have Vilagazi and we also have Junior Khanye as well. So far so good. What are your feelings on the final?
Mr. Gio kunjani mfethu?
So.
Ngibulise wena, ngibulise chairman.
Junior Khanye.
Ngibulise Stizi.
Yes sir.
Ngibulise uLindo Mkwena. Ngibulise nemakhaya. Ngicela support njalo like Diski TV. Nje njengoba njalo ngichike futhi. Mr. Gio, I've got different feelings now. After just try to cool down and look at the situation itself. As much as I wanted Sundowns to win, but something if you give me any change after we had our discussion, the problem is that if Sundowns win, they would say this guy is playing good football, and Sundowns are not playing. Sundowns are not dominating.
Yeah, not playmaking, not dominating.
There's nothing like creativity. I mean, now we had, I would say, one chance.
Yeah. The best one, which should have been 1-1.
1-1, but other than that, this is not the Sundowns that we know. Sundowns says it should be 4, 5 times, 6 times. Create more chances. But now we don't see that, and that's why I've got different feelings now as I'm watching the game and looking at the coach, the way he implements things, and everyone at Sundowns, they will want to agree, if the coach wins, he's the best coach.
It could be the symbolic end of dominant football. If he wins whilst playing like this, in the quarterfinals, semifinals, he played like this.
Yes.
Not dominating, not playmaking, making sacrifices.
Yes.
If he wins, Sundowns will be burying dominant football, because every time we speak, it will always be like, "Le dominant football is winning." It will be a new norm. You might see a lot of Spanish, Serbian coaches in the next 5 years because this coach would win. But anyway, so let's focus on the game itself. Who's winning this battle in terms of domination? Who's more dominant in the first half?
Mr. Gio, I said this game is between the two coaches. Players are there, yes, they will complement what the coaches they're asking for. And this coach of Pyramids, you can see tactically the way he planned his team, how to close the spaces in that midfield, not allowing Allen, because if you can check, Adams is trying to play more forward. But Ugiawake more forward, he's going to an opponent. Already, the opponent is staying in that position. That's how they position themselves, Pyramids. The back, you'll find them at some point they're 5, at some point they're 4. And then in the midfield, instead of seeing them by 3, by 4, benze a flat 4 in the midfield and have what they're doing is that as soon as they come to our half, we press. And they look at that defense, they don't go Motiba, they're high. Because they know if we're gonna go towards our goal, we're gonna create spaces for Sundowns. And once Sundowns they get those spaces, we're gonna have a problem. So what they do is they stay high, that defense, so that they give those midfielders spaces to cover and close in front of them. And it's frustrating Sundowns. And again, Mr. Keo, if Sundowns they play with typical wingers, it will sing out something in terms of creating situations of 2v1 using the width. Now you've got Matthews. He's not a typical winger. He's a striker. You've got Ribeiro. He's a number 10. You're playing him as a right winger. And then now, the only time Ribeiro makes things happen, he has to come to these pockets. And then now, if he's going to come to these pockets, now it means you saying, when as a coach, Usaila must do that, must go out. And Magayale, the guy is cheating. So, so I mean, I'm saying with the one, I got keep your Ulontuzan with Adams. Save Adams, is still young, he will learn. There's games that they need tempo. And if he's not going to work in that tempo, then he's Umshiki. And then I will put Ulontuzan Umshishi. You need somebody also vela abambe bola at 10 because Matthews he needs support. Orenas he needs support. Ulontuzana he needs support. Ribeiro. So manje Umkwena is doing a job by 2. Eyake, nega Adams. And that's too much. That's too much because you find out of position. And you cannot afford to lose a player like Umukwana in that midfield out of position. Because now, if a Pumela Paya, there's always going to be a problem.
Take us through before I go to Junior, the goal. Who is to blame there? What could have been done better in the goal that was considered by Sundowns? It's beautiful, of course.
Yeah.
If you're only looking at what Mayela did there,
Yeah.
technique, wonderful. It's a goal to celebrate whichever team you support. That's football. It's beautiful, the technique, the volley, and all of that.
Yeah.
What happened? Who did what there?
I think Ukekana, he didn't check his surroundings when he was coming to defend for that cross. Because if he did check his surroundings, he was alone. Because also Munda was alone. So he didn't check his surroundings. So he wanted to play it safe to say, I'm looking at Umkwena, then I'll try and play Umkwena. And unfortunately, that pass didn't go directly to Umkwena. And Umayele just came in and take that shot. And beautiful strike.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Mr. So-and-so. Yeah, we have, let's quickly do a check there. Around 4,000 people on our Facebook. It's a final, of course. We expect a huge congregation. We have around 2,000 people on our YouTube. So, yeah, we're chasing around 8 to 10,000 people watching us on all of these platforms. Thank you so much for being with us. Yeah, it's a game of consequence because, of course, whoever wins here automatically qualifies for the 2029 Club World Cup. And it means in rands, they will make 1 billion rand for 2029 Club World Cup. It means your club can even run when you are dead. Actually, if you know how to manage your money. It's so much money. Very quick one as well. Please make sure you follow us on our TikTok. There's close to 20,000 people there. We've opened it, shoot some videos there. We thank you so much if you're following us there. Subscribe to us on YouTube as always, and also follow us. 700,000 people on our Facebook as well. Thank you so much for that. Junior, take it away, sir. Yes, sir. Mr. So-and-so? Yes, sir.
Justice. Ebafethu kunjani? Keep on supporting Diski TV, fighting no one trying to fix South African football. I think the problem is sometimes I call game in namhlanje. Their problem didn't start today. The problem has been, I think, quarter final and the semi-final as well. You can't come and play City bar, they must circulate the ball. But circulate the ball with scoring goals. They've not been doing this in this quarter final.
Yeah.
There were questions. I think luck played a very vital role. Semi-final by scoring one goal. Mount I check and Kulmangawi. Yeah, understand. And I mean Nkulunkulu turn everybody. God can't be with them every time. In today's game, you can't ask these players to play. You've got 3 midfielders against 3 midfielders. That between him and Mkwena. Ispansali team straining and Kulmangomayela, and 2 red middle and 2 centre back, and the goalkeeper, the spine of the team. Very experienced players, and they win all the battle, La Pagula spine. Mayela, it deals with these 2 centre back with Sundowns, which is, I understand who's marking there. Between Ukekana and also Libusa, can somebody be assigned in Kulmanga second half to man mark the guy? Yes, Magamluzi, somebody can cover. You cannot go with him every time he goes. This guy is very dynamic. This guy, every time, something, it looked like if they play behind the defense, because they are too slow as well. I mean, the goal, just in Kalengalo. There's nothing wrong with defender kicking the ball to the stand. This is a Champions League. You can't be smart. As we speak, just kick the ball on the stand. I mean, every time on the box, you can access center here. Even in the center, I will be comfortable. You can't have 6, 7 touches. Just kick the ball on the stand. Simple. We are group, that's all. And also, Mdiba, with that cross. Just press that guy. Just make sure at least push it. In fact, just wide, push or whatever, do something will be foul. Because the team was they outnumbered at the back. I think the problem here, this team is playing on a wing, forward, left, and right. Sometimes they are playing with wing backs in this game. I think the game plan of the coach works very well. These guys, they cheat on a wing back, on a wing awabo. They've got comfortable Ipek 4. 3 midfielders who are winning the battle in terms of playing, also defending. They press Sundowns, and one of the Sundowns midfield a bit out. Ageko. Mina kuna player maningi game in Sundowns, they are off. Number 1 is Ripero. but you can't take out Ripero. In order for Ripero to function, you need these midfielders like 3 to function. Mkwena, you can't expect Mkwena to be full
He's
back,
trying his best.
a centre back, a defensive midfield, also attack midfield. You can't expect him to go. The guy definitely show Uzoba, he will be exhausted. Alende, he's playing like a centre back. Angeke udlule Mkwena we holding midfield and go and collect the ball next to the goalkeeper and then udlale sideways. It's like you're doing nothing. Because you need to go forward, nepola, just progress on nepola, push the ball, or play 1-2 no Mkwena. I understand him, Mhlambe, coach for me. Game. Technically, if he was watching, Gunama analysis about Steve, the conversation. If about Steve, they were watching the game, I think which area in the first 20 minutes.
30 minutes should have been done.
Yeah. 30 minutes was gone.
Should have been done.
Because these guys, they're winning the battle in the midfield.
Yeah.
They are 3 against 3. So if somebody, it's like 5v5, mentally small-sided. If somebody is cheating, so the guy, Jaden Adams, is giving Sundowns nothing in terms of going forward. There's no energy. Not much of him availing himself. Just he avail foul. But it doesn't even show.
Also mentioned an interesting thing, Junior, about Jaden. And we were debating it even here. I think the mistake that Sundowns could do here is not being able to read the game properly. Bazom keep Jaden Adams, but they will put in Salis, for example. So said Izwane is needed. What's your opinion about
No, you can't play. I know who's one they need, but understand it. There's this thing, your match fitness. I love it, compared. I mean, in unfit Temba Zwane, it's better than so many players.
Yeah.
But it's a two-way. It's a break it or make it. You put Temba, the game goes down. You can be one man again down. You understand? Because these guys are still have energy. Utemba dala ngadlali mfethu. Ubuya kuinjury. Yesungenile ngale game ngimbonile away home. Bekadlala home in front of his crowd. And then wavela wabhaza le and there. But game kule game. Njoba angithi uyangibuza ukuthi
Sure.
Mina, I'm not too sure. Game, I can't put Sales keep Jaden. Mina can't.
Yeah.
Mina I will bring Ripero la. Abuye back like center. Maybe Abuye at number 10 that center. And then I bring Charlie.
So on the bench, let me quickly go through it. There's Morena, there's Zwane, there's Lebogang Motiba. Am I reading this right? Yes. That's interesting. In the final, I think.
Coaching now.
Yes. Okay, there's Shalulile as well. There's not a lot of playmakers. So it's Sales, Zwane really were the options, no Albas, if they wanted to make a change in the midfield.
Shine eye selection, coach.
Yeah.
To show shine eye selection.
Wow.
The selection in the street. So for me, Mina, I'll bring game. Angithi mina bengizomkhipha uJaden Adams game. Ngimcele uRiperezela. Ngidlale nga2 emeso uAlende nolo once. Ripero be in front of them. Coming from good pocket as an apple and then I allow Shaluli Gudaida and see what's going to happen because he's offering nothing this guy Jaden Adams. It's like we minus ngai. And nenye into mina ngisayiphini kule umfethu ngizokutshela ikona ama 2 can come. You see this thing of attacking with wing backs. It's a big problem. Ngoba they out to back. Goalkeeper makapasi pole right back up. Zidlale center balithathe balise wide. And then behind it is wide. And the master shitangalazi defense yabo. Bese kuba nomayela sa central. Umaka ubani uAlende or Mkwena. And umaka go attack, it's a problem. Anything can happen. So
Tashreeq Matthews should have done better. We should have been talking about 1-1.
But the thing is, my chances are so available. One. Yes, you can blame
in that moment.
Yes,
he has to do better.
But the check and I'm surprised the coach is putting Loom.
What are they doing? Nanso ke le kaka yeweke. Nanso sorry. Nanso ke le weke. Negative football. I win we genius. I win I genius. Negative football. What did they take out, Lindo?
Yeah.
They're solving the wrong problem. But anyway, sorry, let's wrap it up.
Yeah,
quickly. Second half.
Yeah, for me, Pyramids are going to win the game.
Pyramids for you win.
Yeah, they're going to win the game. I think only 1-0.
1-0.
1-0 or 2-1. Give me some up. I mean, I'm cheeky like lenting issues.
All right. Mr. So-and-so, 30 seconds. The second half is starting. Well, the best they can do is Sundowns. If you want to still favor Sundowns, you can say 1-1, then it goes to penalties.
Look, Sundowns, they can win this game is a 2-1.
They can win it outright.
They can win it, Sundowns.
Even with this substitution.
Now the problem, man, say Moshe Yonke get into game because our body low or lay Ebola to the striker. Ubona low abasha cross pamwak. Then I've got a problem with the coach. So Mr. Gale, to be honest, I'll be honest now. I don't know.
Well, you have to give us a prediction.
Sundowns will lose.
Sundowns will lose. Okay, there we go. Thank you very much, everyone. The second half is starting. Thank you.